Hey, good morning. Good morning. Antoine Small's Financial Blueprint. Hey, man, just leaving the gym. Woke up this morning, government shutdown. I repeat, government shutdown. This is the last time, 9 years ago was the last time the government officially shut down due to our politicians not being able to come into an agreement when it comes to the bill in the new fiscal year, right? So October 1st is the new fiscal year for the government. Couldn't pass a bill. Government shutdown. Over 750,000 federal employees furloughed, not laid off, furloughed until the government spending bill can be agreed and approved on, right? Government shutdown could last a week, could last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Just depends on our politicians, right? But the most important thing this morning is understanding that if you are one of those 700, 800,000 federal employees that got furloughed as of midnight last night, this morning time frame, just understand that I understand if you woke up this morning feeling a little down, feeling a little uncomfortable, uncertain about the times that we're in currently right now, the climate, right? There's a possibility that you may get laid off per our president, cutting federal agencies and different things. But in every situation, it's all about perspective. And I encourage y'all this morning to look at this from an opportunity standpoint, right? Don't get caught up in fear and all of those things, because that can play in your mental, that can then play into your psychological, as well as your emotional and your physical, right? I look at this as an opportunity. What are the things that you've been sitting on that you can get moving right now? You might not have had time over the last couple years to do the things that you ultimately desire to do. You might have procrastinated on a business that you wanted to create. There might be some passion projects that you've been wanting to do, but due to your lack of time, your lack of schedule, your commute to your office and things like that, you might not have been able to get those things accomplished. This is an opportunity. You have time now. 24 hours in a day, right? You might sleep for 5 to 6 hours. You got 18 hours. There are things that in your life that you want to do. Open a business, start a passion project, work around your home that you've been wanting to do that you haven't had time to do the errands that you ultimately want to do, right? You can now start investing. You got time to put your money into the stock market. You got time to invest money into real estate and business and do the things that ultimately you've been desiring to do for a long time. I understand that it might be a little uncomfortable this morning. I understand that, you might have some feelings of uncertainty, right, and adversity currently right now, but you got to move your perspective into the opportunity zone, right? So I encourage you this morning, as I'm encouraging myself, right, to get up. Some of y'all need to go to the gym, work out, get your health right. Right? Every day that you have the opportunity to spend not having to go into the office, right? You can do something else that's going to propel you forward after this is over. Always in preparation mode. Always looking at the opportunities that you can take advantage of in your future, right? So I encourage y'all this morning, as we continue to progress on this financial journey and on this channel, to take the opportunity that you have right now as a furloughed employee. Get through the fear, get through the adversity, the challenges from your mental, emotional, as well as your psychological side, and look at this from an opportunity perspective. You have an opportunity to open your business that you've been wanting to open. You got an opportunity to do the work around your house that you've been wanting to do. You got the opportunity to get to the gym and do other things, ultimately run errands, the things that you've been wanting to do all of this time, but you have not had the time due to your job. Do the things that ultimately you want to do. Do the things that you know is ultimately going to benefit you long term. Get out of the bed. Get out of your feelings. You're not a victim, and get to work. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. As someone that's talking about getting to work, man, we on YouTube every day. We live every day. We're going to pour into you. Today we're going to talk about the government shutdown from a more in-depth perspective. We're going to bring up different outlets to be able to give different viewpoints on the reasoning behind the shutdown and ultimately what that means for average Americans that's needing a job, right? And we're going to break it down from from the user perspective, and two, the outlets, and then from a political side, and then ultimately how that affects you financially. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Tap in with me 2 p.m. today, live on Financial Blueprint, as we continue to progress forward in this financial journey. As I said before, get up and get going and doing the things that ultimately you desire for your life, regardless if you furloughed, regardless if you took the early retirement, regardless of who you are when it comes to the government, you know, civilian, military, etc. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Financial Blueprint, Antoine Smalls. Peace.